Now, in my last video, I'd pretty much cobbled together off the top of my head of what my Mac was doing, but I decided to sit down and actually come up with a list of symptoms that I've noticed over the last little while. Now, I plan to show this to the Geek Squad at Best Buy on Tuesday, simply because at this point I cannot call Apple without essentially paying for it, because AppleCare has completely expired on this system. Now, I know a lot of you have been unanimous about me upgrading to Lion, and I did look at the support section. There is an exception. If you upgrade to Lion, they will give you an exception on the warranty, but I don't know how long that's good for and whether or not it's worth the risk. Let me tell you what's going on here. As I said in my last video, we got random lockups of applications followed by the Finder, and the fan just goes crazy. Quick Look Helper, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm assuming it's a back end for the Quick Look interface that you see in the Finder. It comes on and forces all processor tasks to focus on it. Basically drives the processor to full power, and it won't stop until Quick Look Helper is aborted. This doesn't happen too often, but there are times when Spotlight will hang up. I've had issues with iMovie not working right, because if I try to render a video, it locks up and the whole system freezes. This is the one I'm noticing the most, though. When uploading a movie to YouTube, no matter what the browser is, when the Movies folder is selected, the browser locks up, and in some instances the Finder will follow. But what's interesting is that it doesn't do this if I access it from anywhere else, which tells me I don't think the folder is corrupt. Another interesting thing to notice is the Flash player will suck up most of the processor's power. I've seen numbers as high as 47%. And again, like I said, while these are daily occurrences, these are not daily occurrences. They are more frequent. Now, the possible fixes that I've tried: PRAM clear, everything checked out, and it's still going on. Disk repair, same thing. It's completely out of warranty. Now, this is how much I've been using it. Pretty much ever since I got it, non-stop. I mean, yes, I get breaks, between, like, say, for lunch and when I go out, and obviously for sleep, etc. But especially in the evenings, when I'm done with school and I just want a break, that's when I'm on it the most, and it can sometimes be up to 6 hours or 7 hours at a stretch. I think it might be the processor, but here are the specs. It's a 2008 MacBook version 4.1, Snow Leopard, 160 gig hard disk, 2 gigs of RAM, and a 2.4 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo. Now, I'm still debating whether or not to upgrade to Lion, primarily because of the warranty issue. But these are the symptoms of what's happening. Now, I do plan to present this to the Geek Squad at the local Best Buy, and also talk to the Apple specialist there about possible courses of action. Now, before you ask, some of you are going to say, well, just go to the Genius Bar. Somebody had said, because I cannot make appointments there anymore, somebody had said that I could go there and wait for an opening. That's a bit of a problem for me because of transportation issues, because legally I cannot drive due to my vision. As you can see here, I'm magnifying the screen, so I cannot legally drive under these conditions. And even if I could drive, it would be under very limited conditions. For instance, I could not wait until nightfall for a table to open up. I'd have to be out of there and back home before the sunset. But that remains to be seen. So basically, waiting is just not a doable option for me. So what do you guys think based on these symptoms? Because I checked them out. I'm not the only one having these problems, but it seems that nobody's necessarily found an answer yet. So what do you think? Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome.